McDonald's then versus now, a comparison over the year. Probably not the first thing that brings to mind when you consider your neighborhood McDonald's restaurant is innovation. The food is fast, after all. But if you stop to think about it, we've all grown accustomed to the numerous innovations the business has brought over the years. Welcome to the Time Capsule channel, the place where we dive back in time and tell you the stories of the present. The first major international fast food establishment was McDonald's. The first drive-through window was also present. McDonald's is still at the forefront of innovation in the fast food sector. While some of these improvements are highly publicized, others are concealed from customers' views. Richard and Maurice McDonald, two brothers, founded a restaurant in the late 1940s that served hamburgers for 15 cents. Ray Kroc noticed their customer service system and started selling milkshake machines as a result. When compared to rival restaurants, the first McDonald's focused on offering burgers, fries, and shakes for a fraction of the cost and time. It accomplished this by altering the way a hamburger joint ran its business. The McDonald brothers erected a self-service counter in place of employing waiters and waitresses. Instead of preparing each meal when it was ordered, they made their burgers in advance and heated the food with powerful heat lamps. In 1955, Kroc established a McDonald's restaurant in Des Plaines, Illinois, after becoming a franchise agent. The business purchased the brothers for $2.7 million 5 years later. And the rest is history, as they say. As a result of this approach, Ray Kroc, a salesman for kitchen appliances who supplied the restaurant, finally learned about the McDonald brothers. Although the brothers had already licensed a small number of franchise restaurants in Arizona and California at the time, Kroc was impressed by their business strategy and purchased the rights to start franchising McDonald's locations nationwide. In 1955, Ray Kroc founded the McDonald's Corporation, and in Des Plaines, Illinois, he launched his first franchised eatery. Although the first restaurant and its business concept for providing meals were developed by Maurice and Richard McDonald, it is possible to argue that Ray Kroc is the person who actually started McDonald's as we know it today. From its original San Bernardino site, he took the unique eatery and made it popular. In 1961, Kroc completely purchased the company's founders and took over management. Kroc became the most prosperous traveling salesman to ever pack a suitcase by doing this. More than 200,000 people are employed by the business, which has more than 38,000 stores spread across more than 100 nations. The company's menu also includes chicken, fish, breakfast, milkshakes, coffee, soft drinks, and regional foods that differ from nation to country. But it is most known for its burgers and fries. Keeping up with the times, apple slices, grilled sandwich options, and salads are just a few of the new healthy options that McDonald's has added. McDonald's serving sizes 50 years ago versus now. In 1955, McDonald's established its first location in Des Plaines, Illinois, with just 9 menu items available. Despite the fact that the current menu is changed throughout time depending on the country and restaurant, there are currently more than 150 options accessible. Nobody does it better than McDonald's when it comes to sizing up almost anything. Yet, travel back 60 years and the world of fast food will seem very different. It was found out how much our consumption of McDonald's hamburgers, fries, and beverages has increased since 1955. What they discovered was astounding, because it causes you to consider how large we now consider normal food to be. McDonald's portion sizes have arguably undergone the most significant adjustment since the 1950s. One of the main causes of the obesity issue in America is unquestionably the fact that portions have more than doubled for the majority of menu items. Check out to see how McDonald's portions have expanded since the 1950s. What changes have occurred in typical portion sizes over the past 40 years? Burgers, the only size available for a hamburger when McDonald's initially began selling quick food in 1955, was 3.7 ounces. In contrast, today's Big Macs and Quarter Pounders with cheese are all 7-9+ ounces each. That is a size increase of 200%. French fries, around the middle of the 1950s, there was just one size available, and fries weighed 2.4 ounces. By today's standards, that is modest. In actuality, it is smaller than their 2.6 ounces small fries. As evidence, their large fries are currently 5.9 ounces in size. That is a massive increase of about 240%. Sodas, back in the day there was just one size of soda, a modest 7 ounces. With the large drink tipping the scales at 30 ounces, that is a mere fraction of the size of sodas at McDonald's nowadays. It is a 400% increase. If you consume the entire thing, you should be aware that you have 97 g of shockingly high sugar content and approximately 2 pounds of Coke in your system. The same applies to sweet tea. Yikes! If you quit having breakfast at your neighborhood McDonald's, the restaurant is making an effort to win you back. Since 2007, the corporation has not seen the boost in breakfast sales it had hoped to, in part because of higher unemployment. According to the argument, lower foot traffic results from increased unemployment rates. And with less traffic, there will be fewer harried workers in need of a quick meal at McDonald's. Although only approximately 25% of McDonald's sales come from breakfast, the dish is nevertheless marketed at a higher than average profit margin. Beginning in 2010, McDonald's added a breakfast option to their well-liked McValue menu as a concession to the recession. The goal was to increase morning business or, at the very least, maintain the current flow of customers. As of June 2020, these items can be purchased for breakfast for less than 2 singles: hash browns, egg and cheese biscuit, sausage McMuffin, sausage biscuit, sausage burrito, and cinnamon melt. With the addition of specialty coffee, McDonald's expanded beyond its original role as a fast food establishment. You may now visit in the evenings and sit in the McCafe while chatting about the finer points of French philosophy from the 20th century. Maybe not, then. Nonetheless, it did appear to be the plan when McDonald's introduced their specialty coffee line in the middle of 2007. Although coffee experts have praised the burger chain for its reasonably priced yet good coffee, the so-called coffee war between McDonald's and Starbucks hasn't really resulted in much. What actually occurred was more of a schism between two different types of coffee drinkers, one looking for cheap coffee and the other seeking experience. By advertising its coffee as a fantastic value, higher quality than you'd come to anticipate, all for a far lesser price than Starbucks advertises McDonald's coffee to the former consumer. Take into account that a large coffee at McDonald's costs $1.49 while a venti brewed coffee at Starbucks costs $2.45. Despite the competition, McDonald's continues to promote their coffee, making significant success by luring customers looking for a less expensive, superior alternative. Rising coffee sales data are praised by shareholders since these products generate particularly high margins during the slow late evening sales period. Moreover, Don Thompson, a former president of McDonald's, remarked in 2007 that adding water to beans yields the best profit. With so many changes, how can we miss one of the most prominent add-ons and changes to McDonald's, the glorious McNuggets? Since the introduction of McDonald's chicken nuggets in 1983, people have been screaming for them. Even Olympians can't resist the temptation of these deep-fried, battered morsels. Usain Bolt, who won a gold medal at the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing, claims that during his 10-day visit, he consumed 1,000 chicken nuggets for breakfast, lunch, and supper since his stomach was unable to digest traditional Chinese cuisine. Spicy chicken nuggets wrapped in a tempura batter prepared with cayenne and chili peppers were debuted by McDonald's in September 2020. Since the food's launch in 1983, McDonald's had never before added a new chicken nugget flavor. These came with incredibly hot sauce, a brand new condiment that was the hottest McDonald's condiment to date. It was manufactured from red pepper and chili powder that had been crushed. The chain also introduced a new McFlurry flavor at the same time, Chips Ahoy, which featured a caramel topping and pieces of Chips Ahoy cookies mixed in. Also, a special BTS meal using McDonald's chicken nuggets was created in May 2021 in partnership with the K-pop superstars to celebrate the release of the group's single Butter. In US restaurants, diners could order the BTS meal, which now comes with new sweet chili and Cajun dipping sauces. McDonald's has been a timeless innovative company, from sitting in the park to pedaling a cycle chair inside McDonald's. Did this buzz your curiosity for more? What would you like next? Thank you for watching, subscribe, and follow for more.